Hello and welcome to TSL Talk for Round 10. Today we're joined by Glenorchy assistant coach and former North Hobart goal-kicking legend Byron Howard. Byron, thanks very much for joining us.
No problems, Brett.
You're the last man to kick 100 goals in a statewide season. I think it was 104 back in 95 for the Demons. It looks like that title could now be in danger with Brett Gapin got 60 after 9 games.
Yeah, I think so. He's had a fantastic year, Brett, and with the class of their side and the way that they really look after him. I was chatting to him yesterday. I reckon he might well and truly smash the 100. So it's fantastic. It's great to have somebody that's up there and kicking a lot of goals.
Bit disappointing if it's a medium-sized forward and not one of the big guys down there.
Oh no, I think it's just great for footy. You know, he's a great character. He's been a wonderful player over the last few years with the Devils, etc. So, you know, all credit to him and to Clarence the way they're going.
Do you think the previous State League records should be included in the TSL, or they should be viewed as two separate competitions?
No, I think they should be the same. You know, it was a wonderful competition that we had the opportunity to play in back in the 80s and 90s, and I think the records are there, and I think they should keep them. So hopefully they agree to that, and yeah.
The question everyone's asking is what's going on at Glenorchy at the moment. Lost your last three, only 3 wins for the season and sitting outside the top 6.
Yeah, look, it's been a bit of a struggle. You know, the guys have been up and about for the last 3 years, winning in 07 and 08 in the SFL, then losing last year by a goal to Clarence in 09. So they've been up there, and you know, we lost some really good players in Pacelli and Harwood. Chris Glenn, Jamie Kay, Clinton French. So we've lost a lot of players, and we have had a lot of injuries, but it's given the opportunity to blood a lot of young kids. I'm not sure how many have debuted this year. It'll be up to 10 to a dozen at least, I reckon. So, you know, while we're struggling, you know, hopefully we can get a few of these guys back in the next few weeks that are out injured. And who knows, we're only the one game out of the top 6, and we've got Hobart this week, so it's a real vital game that hopefully that we can get back there on the winning list.
You mentioned the players that you have lost. I was having a look at the team name to play Hobart this week. I think there's only 10 players in there from last year's grand final team. It's a big turnover, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, and I think people do forget about that. So, you know, it's probably good for the opposition to see Glenorchy down there. There's this hatred for the black and the white. I think it's over in Melbourne as well. So, you know, look, if we can get some players back and win some games over the next few weeks, you know, I think we can still do some damage in the finals, providing that, you know, the players continue to improve and keep working hard on the track.
One thing that must be particularly a bit disappointing for the team is your record at home. Only the one win from 5 games so far at home. Yeah,
absolutely. We made it, you know, pretty important, you know, vital over the pre-season that we didn't want to lose any games out there, and we've lost 4 in a row. So we really need to turn that around on Saturday, and hopefully it kick-starts us. You know, we get the week off after that, and then we're back into North Hobart. So, yeah, it's just hugely important for us on Saturday.
Finals spoken about, is that still a goal, or are you just aiming, is the number one priority at the moment just getting form and confidence back in the team?
Yeah, look, we're not really talking about finals. We know that if we can get some form back and get some guys working hard on the track and in games that we know that we'll win games, and if we win enough, you know, we've still got 8 or 9 games to go. If we can win 4 or 5 of those, we're certainties to play off in the final. So, you know, the next few weeks, like I've said, are hugely important.
Yeah. Now to have a look at the rest of the games for round 10. Clarence at home to North Lonnie. Clarence obviously undefeated, but North Lonnie 6-3 in third. But it's always a big ask over at Belrive.
It certainly is, and the way they're going, they're just a class side, and they lose their Mariners, but they've got guys that can really step up. They've got some great depth, and with Gapin, Thurley, these sort of guys, Blighty down back, they're just a wonderful side. So I can't see North Launceston beating them.
Bit of an interesting game at West Park. Burnie taking on North Hobart. North Hobart obviously got a number of former Dockers, led by their playing coach Clinton Brown. Yeah,
it should be interesting. It'd be worth watching, but the 4-hour bus trip might turn a few away. So, look, I think North Hobart will get over the line. They've still got a very good side. You know, Brown's obviously doing a really good job up there, so I'd tip North Hobart for that one.
Yeah, the double-header at Aurora Stadium, we've got Launceston taking on Lauderdale in the early game, followed by South Lonnie and Devonport in the twilight.
Yeah, we've had Launceston and Devonport the last couple of weeks, or the last few weeks. So Launceston are just big and strong and very fit. Anthony Taylor's got a really good group there to play with, and Darren Winter's got some really talented young kids that might be 1 or 2 years away yet. So Launceston probably in that one, and Devonport were fantastic last week in the wet against us. So I'd see them leading south.
All right, Byron, well, thanks very much for joining us on TSL Talk. And remember, for all your news and reviews and your stories on the TSL, pick up your copy of the Mercury or go to the Mercury online.